Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video and a brand new Slay and Shade finally. I know it has been a while, my apologies. It has been so long since I have done makeup on camera. I am bound to mess this look up. So if you're new to the Slay and Shade series, it's just me doing my makeup and talking about my personal opinions on other YouTubers. Mostly people in the beauty community, although I may venture outside of that for the next couple of Slay and Shades. I don't hate anybody. This isn't a hate video. The only person, well, I guess I hate one person. That would be Ivan Moody from the bands Motograder, Ghost Machine, and Five Finger Death Punch. But I don't hate Thomas, and I have done videos on him before, and we're just going to get into all of it. But this is just my personal opinion. Feel free to comment down below. That's why the comments are on. And we're just going to get into it. So far, I have gone in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. This is my go-to foundation. I've gone through 2 bottles. This is my 3rd. So I really love this foundation. And I did, of course, tight line with the Maybelline Skinny Precise. Some things never change. And today, now, I'm usually like a big bag of suck when it comes to makeup, but the look I'm gonna do today, I got 2 compliments on while I was out. We took my niece and my nephews to go to this PJ Masks like dance party on the boat over the summer. And I did this look and I looked miserable because it was like 4 days after I fractured my ankle. And one of the workers was like, hey, are you okay? Can I get you anything? Because I'm kind of hobbling around on crutches. And I was like, I'm just miserable. And she was like, well, at least you have really cool eyeshadow. And the girl that was dressed up like Rainbow Dash said the same thing. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll do this in a video. It's also the look I wore in the Brookhouse video. And I got a couple compliments on, which is unusual for me. So the look will be done with the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. And I already set with Desert Sand. And I'm going to be going into Amethyst and Twilight. And I also have the Rose Gold palette here because I am going to go into the crease with a little bit of this Shy color here. So yeah, and I'm also going to use a blush that I bought because of Thomas Halbert. It is the L'Oreal True Match blush in the shade Innocent Flush, and I got this because of his review, so I'm going to use that too. I'm not a huge blush person, but I actually really like this one. So I'm going to put on a little bit of powder for some fallout, and we will get into it. Where we left off with Thomas was after his Coming Clean video. Now, he was kind of like, I don't know, I was not too happy with him, to say the least, prior to the Coming Clean video. I didn't like how he treated Gadget Beat 30. I know that drama's old, but just the way he was behaving in general. So, so he comes out with this Coming Clean video, and it really resonated a lot with me because he talked about a lot of issues as far as substance abuse issues, issues with alcohol and other things, and depression and anxiety. And he also spoke, just about body issues, body dysmorphia, things like that. And I have gone through, now I'm 36 years old. I have been through a lot, like most people have been in their lives. And I have had an eating disorder. I still suffer from depression and anxiety. I had a pill addiction for a few years. I am an alcoholic. I'm a binge drinker, so I don't drink every day, but when I do, it's I can't stop. So I tend not to drink. And so it just really resonated with me. And I know that, if you do something when you're drunk or you're just under the influence of something, it's not okay to use that as an excuse. I get that. I just feel sometimes there's a reason. You wouldn't normally do some things or say some things sober, that you would when you are under the influence. So although it's not an excuse, I do feel sometimes it's a reason for certain behaviors. And he really just seemed to take accountability for his actions. I did a video on that video, and I was really happy. It felt like he was being real. It felt like he was finally like being sincere, letting us in a little bit. And I posted a video about that, and he did publicly apologize to Gadget Beat 30, and I was so excited because I love her channel, I love her content, and I feel like the way that he treated her was just really shitty. So I was following him, and I saw that he did, I believe it was a Twitch stream where like he raised money for Planned Parenthood. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's wonderful. Like, what a great idea, what a great cause. And so things were looking pretty good for a while. I noticed within like the last like couple of months, he sort of went back to his behavior of like tweeting and deleting, like saying like there's a difference between like a sarcastic, funny, shady sort of attitude and just straight up kind of being a dick. And I feel like he's sort of been that way again. Leaving certain like tweets, like responding to people like, you need some dick, mama, or like even a post where he said like I think it was like lit AF, aka drunk. And I'm like, but if you have issues, now I'm not trying to diminish the severity of his issues that he described in the Coming Clean video. And I'm not trying to make them more severe either. So I don't know if like he can drink and not have any issues, or what. But it just seemed kind of odd to me, because if you have these issues and you did sort of use them as a reason in explaining some of your behavior, then why would you be drinking? And I get it. It is super, super hard to quit. And you fuck up. You make mistakes. That's just what happens. The road to sobriety is not easy. It just kind of made me wonder if there's something going on and that's the reason why he's like been behaving this way again. I don't know. So then this whole situation happened when his cat got sick. We saw him on Twitter, asking for donations because his cat was sick. And, I don't have any children. I have a rescue dog, a huge border collie lab mix that is like my kid. And, I get like that panic mode if something's going on and you have like this emergency. You don't, he asked people for money because he didn't have the money and this cat needed like surgery and stuff. And so I get it. But at the same time, you sort of see Thomas and like his older, not even that old, but like older videos of like his really expensive car and things like that. And you're sort of like, I get why you're asking for donations. People do it all the time. But at the same time, like, couldn't you sell something? Isn't there another way that you could possibly get money? But I'm an animal lover. So I'm like, okay. So it was just like a little odd. And, there were a few inconsistencies with some of the receipts that he was showing, and in that same like, time period, he was talking about moving to Austin, and it got a lot of people wondering. I'm not questioning that his cat was really sick. I just don't know how sick or how much money went to what, all this kind of stuff. Now he said that, I'm going to release all these receipts and you weirdos better stop calling me a scammer, stuff like that. He took it as far as to putting scammer actually in his Twitter name, which like, I know he's making fun of it, but at the same time, people were really concerned. So I could see how that was kind of like condescending to them. But I did see a lot of people that didn't even actually donate to him being really upset about it. And I'm sort of like, well, why do you even care? Now, I want to think it's because, people genuinely care about the welfare of other people and don't want them to be taken advantage of. However, I kind of got the feeling like it was more just wanting him to be a scammer and like have the drama and like be involved in it and stuff like that. I'm sure there were some people that genuinely did care about people being scammed though. I'm just dusting this shade really like in a sloppy kind of way over it because this Twilight shade is a little, it's like really shimmery but a little sheer. So I'm gonna take my finger in that one. So people started calling him a scammer. Now I did see a few people, and this is sort of where I kind of disagree. Some people said if you can't afford to take care of your cat when these emergency situations happen, then you don't deserve to own an animal. Sure, there is pet insurance. Got it. There are, I mean, you can plan and plan and plan and plan and plan, but you just never know like what life is going to throw at you. So I don't really necessarily agree with that statement because I mean, for example, this summer, June, my car was stolen. Bob lost his job. July, I had a cyst removed from my left breast, which left me out of work for a few days. In August, I ended up losing my job because I fractured my ankle. None of those things did we expect. Yes, we don't really like live beyond our means and we have like some money, you know, but we really had to make some cutbacks, you know? And so I understand where that like attitude is coming from, but you just never know what's going to happen, you know? So as much as you can plan for things, a whole bunch of crappy stuff can happen all at once. You just never know. So I don't believe that he's some like horrible pet owner or anything. I do think that his attitude towards these people has been a little too much, a little reminiscent of old Thomas. And I did not miss that Thomas. Like, I really didn't. And I know that it could be frustrating having people call you a scammer and all that stuff. But, you know, you have to understand that they're also concerned and they don't want you to be like ripping people off, you know? So, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And then, like I said, seeing these tweets with just kind of like shitty stuff to them, and then he'll delete stuff. It's just like, I did not miss that attitude. I really miss his fun, shady side, and I really miss, like, I think that we've almost seen him as like his best self, and I don't really know what's going on, but I want him to be well. So even though I'm like disappointed by this situation and I'm like, but you don't have any money for a cat, but then you're going to move, or, you know, deleting certain tweets, things sort of give you a little bit of a funny feeling. I want him to not be a scammer. Like, I want him to just be a good, decent person. And like I said, I don't know what it is about him. It's like I relate to the coming clean video. And, you know, when you start to doubt somebody and you start to think that maybe they're being dishonest, and even as far as like scamming people, it's really hard to believe other things that they have said. So here is the eye look. Let me get in a little bit closer so you can see the shimmer and stuff. So yeah, so that's the eye look. And oh, the eyeliner that I've been obsessed with for my bottom, like for my waterline, has been this Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil Liner Crayon Gel. And this is a really good one. So anyway, so I get why he may feel like frustrated that people are calling him a scammer and he's like embroiled in this drama again. But like, he kind of does it to himself in ways. And and it's just too much. Like, I want to meet him and just shake him and be like, listen, tweet or think before you tweet, you know, don't get so crazy defensive. Don't like just snap at people. You know, you have to have that empathy. You have to have that compassion. You have to know where other people are coming from, you know? And sometimes I really feel like he lacks that. I'm going in with highlighter from Gerard Cosmetics. It is in the shade Grace. This one here. This is always my go-to highlighter. So, I mean, I'm not saying that he's a scammer, you know? I'm just saying I understand how people are concerned. And I just, it's like every time I feel like he's doing really well, he starts some shit again, and I'm like, Thomas, stop, you know? And as somebody like that kind of talks about drama channels, or like, oh, I'm always involved in drama and stuff like that, not on the scale that James Charles says it. Like, James would be like, oh, drama channels just want to start all this stuff, meanwhile it's him, you know. But Thomas does sort of involve himself in a lot of this stuff, you know. I'm going with the Smashbox Contour Trio. Give myself a little bit of color here. So you guys let me know what you think about this whole situation. Like I said, I'm not saying he's a scammer. It just seems like a little fishy. You know, you're talking about moving, you're talking about not having money, like, and I think because he never did, you know, the giveaway with Gadget Beat 30, it's like you already don't have like the best reputation for being honest. So, I don't know. What is it about him? I don't understand. Usually I'm like, okay, he's like, he hasn't changed at all. Who cares? Move on. Not like I would cancel him. I just wouldn't care. I wouldn't make a video. I wouldn't watch him anymore. You know, I wouldn't pay any attention to him. But I like him. I like him when he's like the good Thomas. I just don't know really who he is anymore. It's like, we enjoy watching people because we get to see their personality, we can relate to them, or we think somebody's funny, whatever it may be. And I'm just feeling sort of lost with him right now because I mean, I just don't know like the real Thomas. So it's like the glimpses of who I want him to be, I love, you know, but then there's like this whole other side. I don't know. I just don't like it. So you guys let me know what you think. And let me know if you are one of the people that donated to him also, and you know what you thought about that. I'm actually not going to go in with any mascara today. My eyes are feeling a little sensitive, so I'm going to stay away from that. The newest bit of makeup that I purchased though is the Liquid Catsuit in the shade Chic Got Real, and I'm telling you, it's like one of the best, like most comfortable, prettiest shades that I have. When the first run of the Liquid Catsuits came out, absolutely adored them. And then when they started doing the Liquid Catsuit for like the mermaid collection and like that skull one or the unicorn one, whatever it was, those just really lacked the same kind of formula to me. But it's like, it's back, baby. Like, this is such a nice shade. So anyway, so if you donated to Thomas, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about this. Have you like canceled Thomas? I mean, like I said, I don't like cancel people. I just don't pay attention to them if I don't like them, you know. I will say this. I almost wrote him off after that video with Peter Mon, and y'all know why. But I was like, he probably feels like that was a big mistake too. So the Coming Clean video renewed like this hope that I had for him. And I just kind of don't know what's going on with him. And I wish that he could just be like real with everybody, you know, and stop tweeting and deleting, you know, and please don't block me again. I'm rooting for him still, but it's getting harder, you know. I'm gonna go in with the Slay All Day from Gerard Cosmetics setting spray. This is the which one is this? I don't know. It's the green one. Here we go. It's cucumber. I thought it was cucumber. This is my third cucumber bottle, and I went through 2 of the peaches. This stuff is really good. Not sponsored, obviously. I just really enjoy that setting spray. It's really refreshing, too. So you guys let me know what you feel about this whole situation, and thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to. I do plan on uploading more regularly. I don't know when this video is going to go up because my niece was here with my brother for a while today, so I'm filming this a lot later than normal. So I'll see you when I see you. And there'll be more videos to come, especially rant in PJ pants, which I think I'm going to film tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Love and hugs. Bye.